off and you didn't hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh, tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home, gave him the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Spinning away. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Room past the 20. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 92 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Point after here coming up. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Tiger. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, bro, that was some bullshit. I pressed Y, yo. This nigga still did not jump at all.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Third and long for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And able to find Green. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Throwing again is Watson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 22. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Rivers. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on 1st down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played. Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st and 10, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, now he bolts. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard. line. And now out comes Houston. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ready, 380.
Following the interception here, Rivers going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. A second down throw for Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Rivers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And here comes the Texans now. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The final shot before the break. Watson dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Richmond.
On 3rd down. That's Lindsey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They get it to him running left, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Hey, Rocket!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They get it to him running left. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives. Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Richmond.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This is Gordon. And some space here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. He's back to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll run it here. He's got room to run past the 20. There he goes, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Rivers now from the 50. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Watson's going to throw it here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it.